I'm a Christian, but I cuss a little. All right. I'm a Christian, but I murder a little. And away we go.
It's the Wretched Radio Mail Call Delivery Bag Q&A Infotainment Nationwide Extravaganza, featuring your voicemails, correspondences, communiques, dispatches, memorandums, and missives.
Any special message for all the kids watching at home?
What we need right now is a clear message to the people of this country.
You have 1,200 messages.
That is a bit above average.
Now here's your host, Todd Freakishly Tall Friel.
The mail is here!
Ooh, this is Wretched Radio, assuming, of course, we're actually here, because according to scientists, at least some of their theories, the universe may have never begun. So I'm not even sure we're here, Jimmy. But apparently now, instead of God being eternal, the stuff is eternal. Don't know if you saw this particular story. It was in sciencealert.com. In the beginning, there was, well, maybe there was no beginning. Ooh. Perhaps our universe has always existed, and a new theory of quantum gravity reveals how that could work. You'll notice the language of speculation peppered throughout that singular sentence, because might, possibly, could, imagine, think, that, theorize. They have no idea, but they really are almost forced to come to this conclusion, because I think enough people are going, wait, so you're saying nothing, which is what rocks dream of, produced a bunch of stuff, it blew up and got organized. Is that what we're getting here? So now they have to address that. And what else can you do but say, well, the stuff was always here, and we just know it as the Big Bang because that's when things went kaboom and got all put together the way that we know them today. But all the stuff was there. The components existed before the Big Bang. Okay. Well, you keep theorizing, world, and in the meantime, I'm going to go to an eyewitness account and say, in the beginning, God, the Eternal One, created the heavens and the earth. By the way, this would be a 4-page article. This is the second to last paragraph. After regaling us with quantum gravity theories and why this could possibly be the explanation for everything that we see and feel, they include this sentence. There's still a lot of work to be done, however. It's not clear yet if this no-beginning causal approach can allow for physical theories that we can work with to describe the complex evolution of the universe during the Big Bang. Oh, all right, well, thanks for burying that at the very bottom. We are actually here. This is actually real, and I don't need to think, therefore I am. I need a book to tell me who I am. And we've got one. Please send your emails to idea@wretched.org with questions, comments, conundrums, snarks, corrections. I don't think we've had one of those, have we, Jimmy?
We have not.
Yeah, well, no need to. Or if you've got any wretched stories or sermons or articles, we'd love it if you'd send it to idea@wretched.org.
All right. Corey says, hypothetically, let's just say hypothetically, you're hiding Jews in Nazi Germany, and the Nazis ask if you're hiding any Jews. Would it be sin to lie to the Nazis in order to save the life of the Jews?
I wouldn't say that responding with an answer that confuses evil men demanding something that is wicked via an unjust question. That just is the most helpful thing for me. Because we can't be liars. God is truth. He doesn't shade things. But when somebody asks something that is clearly intended to harm people, you're not lying in response to an unjust question. Consider Rahab. Consider the Egyptian midwives. And consider Corrie ten Boom. Okay, she's not in the Bible. She's pretty old, but she's not in the Bible. That when this happened to them, they had to say to wicked people, no, look over there. So it's not a lie. It's responding to something that is clearly intended to be wicked, and we can't participate in that by divulging the information as truth tellers. I think that's what we do with Nazi Germany and the Jews in the attic. And I think that that is actually something increasingly that we are going to have to be considering in the rather interesting 21st century. Please send your emails to idea@wretched.org.
All right. Amanda says, Todd, there is nothing in the Bible that specifically says don't do yoga. But I know it's founded in Eastern religion. However, the movements themselves aren't necessarily wrong because idols aren't even real. So with this issue, is this issue a weak versus strong conscious thing, like eating meat sacrificed to idols, as long as the religious practice doesn't go along with the movements?
There's a lot of that I agree with, but I would highlight a sentence where I would say, wait, with yoga, it's not meat sacrifice to idols because you are actually doing the salvific practice of Hinduism. You are actually doing a religious ritual in order to empty your brain to get you in contact with the great big divine nothingness. Are there demons involved in that? Yeah. Do I believe that you could be susceptible to those? Well, a born-again Christian can't be. But then again, a born-again Christian wouldn't be doing yoga. What about, however, the stretches in and of themselves? Well, if you read any Hindu literature specifically about yoga, it is a regulated practice. There are certain things and positions, postures, breathing techniques that they encourage to get you emptied in your noodle. And I think if you are doing those things in order to accomplish that goal, then you're participating in, I think, a very evil system and a bad physical activity. Having said that, do I think that if somebody goes to a class that just has the name yoga slapped on it because it's popular and all the rage these days, and there's none of the breathing business, there's no emptying your brain, there's no chanting of a mantra, and you're not doing this position in order to get in touch with your nothingness, then call it something else. It's not yoga. So if you are interested in yoga, and maybe I know some people who actually find that when they do some of those different stretches, it helps their lower back or whatever it is. Fine, then do stretches. Do lower back exercises. But whatever you do, don't do yoga. And send your emails to idea@wretched.org.
All right, this one comes in from Anonymous. I love Jesus, but I cuss a little.
Oh, that.
Yeah,
that... Right.
Do you think that statement's amusing or bemusing?
Yeah, I'm going to go with bemusing, bemoaning, befuddled. It's always good. Whenever you hear somebody do something kind of cheeky with a sin, they use it in a way that seems to undermine our traditional understanding of what that activity is. Just replace it with another sin. So this particular, and I've seen it before too. I'm a Christian, but I cuss a little. All right. I'm a Christian, but I murder a little. I'm a Christian, but I molest a little. I'm a Christian, fill in the blank, and suddenly you realize, whoa, that is, okay, great. I get it, simul justus et peccator, right, Christian sin. But this just makes it sound so casual, so nothing, and that is because, most likely, this particular word can get away with it because the word about foul words, cuss words, is just not considered to be a problem these days. People drop the F-bomb constantly. People are using words that just, like years ago, just, ugh. I've said this for, it's becoming common parlance, and I guess when it does, then I don't have a bellyache, but this word, it's the thing that you do to a Tootsie Roll Tootsie Pop to make it disappear. Okay, that word is being used all the time, and it used to be considered coarse. We don't talk like that. We do now. And so we live in a culture that is extremely coarse, and it has made its way into some evangelical circles. Not a lot, but it's there, where they feel liberty to use punchy words like that to express some. It doesn't have to be a curse word. Well, the community determines what's foul and what isn't. Words are weird. Because a word can actually mean something totally different a century later. These days, with technology, even sooner than that. But there could be a day when the F-bomb is no longer atomic? You just use that word. It's just an adjective. It's just a magnifier. That's all it is. Then it's not actually a swear word then. But if in a community they have determined that word is bad, then Christian, it is not for us. Ephesians 5, I think verse 3, no silly talk. No coarse jesting. It's not befitting. We are members of a kingdom called as saints to give a testimony about the goodness of God. And when we talk like a wounded pirate, we are not representing God well, because he never uses coarse language. He never swears. He always speaks rightly and in a way that is helpful. And that's the way that we should be viewing it too. So bemoaning, bemusing, befuddled, belittled, that's what it does. There's our B word. It belittles the exceeding sinfulness of sin. Please send your emails to idea@wretched.org. This is Wretched Radio.
Bailiff, please have the witness put the right hand on the Bible and administer the oath.
Oh, the Bible, which actually says our yea should be yea and our nay should be nay.
Does the defense have any more witnesses?
Yeah, 2 of them in Revelation 11.